it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I am going to be using this Simple Stories You Are Here collection. It is kind of a summery vibe collection. It is fantastic. I love this collection. Right here I'm showing you different pages or different papers that I think I might use on this layout. Now I am going to be following a sketch from Ready Sketch Go on this one, and it was actually quite fun. So I think this cardstock I'm using is an American Crafts cardstock. It's not my favorite. I do prefer the basil textured cardstock instead of this smooth cardstock. Right here I'm going to go ahead and start cutting up some papers to use for my background. That paper does end up getting turned into a vertical direction. These pictures right here that I'm going to be scrapbooking, one of them is from, I guess that was on the wing of a plane. The jet blue is when we were flying in to Mexico, and the other picture is when, you know, looking down at Mexico. We were flying into Cancun. My husband and I went to Cancun in March, so for our anniversary. So these are what these pictures are from. Right here is a piece of pattern paper. I'm going to go ahead and back my photos on that cream portion of it, and I do ink all the edges with this Ranger archival ink in Tea Rose. That hung out on my desk for a couple weeks, so I did end up using that on several layouts. And I do like it because it can be kind of an orange tone if it's paired with orange, but it can be kind of a pinkish tone or coral tone if it's paired with corals. I kind of like how that is. It could go either way. So it's pretty nice. This Go See Do, these circles, they were on a piece of pattern paper, and I just cut those out, and I am inking the edges with that Ranger archival ink. And then right here are several pieces that I had fussy cut out of a paper. In this collection, I received, I think 12 papers, a sticker sheet, and enamel dots. That is all I got. So all these embellishments, those leaves and the flowers that I put down, those are all things that I have fussy cut out of some papers. So I decided that's where I want that yellow and pink flower to go. So I'm going to go ahead and put it right there. I want to pop it up, and I am being lazy, so I just took a piece of the scrap paper and folded it up, and I'm going to do that on several of them and poke them under the leaves of that yellowy colored flower. I did one under the pink, and I'm doing the other ones under that yellow flower. And it's kind of funny because when I eventually do put down the pictures, I have to get up to get my foam tape to put behind the photo anyways. I don't know why I was being so lazy. Maybe I wasn't being lazy. Maybe I was being frugal. We'll go with that. I was being frugal. That's what I was doing. So I'm going to go ahead and stick down the Go See Do right now. And these photos, the way they are right there on the page, that's not how they're going to go, and I am going to play around with those quite a bit because I can't decide, and I don't remember. If I'm looking down, when I was looking down from the plane, what did it look like? Was the land on the right? Was the land on the left? Was the land to the top or bottom? I don't remember. So I'm sitting here trying to play around with them, and since I don't remember, and you can probably tell by the way that water is going, but I don't really know anything about any of that kind of stuff, I just went ahead and ended up putting them down in a way that I thought looked the best. So I am going to play with this for a few minutes. On your side, it will not be a few minutes. On my side, it will. So today is Saturday, October 15th. And I went on vacation. I've been back for a week. So this past week I've been at work, and we've been so super busy because Hurricane Matthew did hit our coast, and we still have a lot of people without power. When we got back from our vacation, I don't know if we lost power because we were gone through it all. When we got back, when we got into Florida, the Savannah airport was closed, so we ended up renting a car and driving home because I was very, very nervous because we have this huge river oak out back and I was afraid it fell on the house. So I'm like really nervous the whole time. But when we got home, we had power and everything. But I went ahead and threw out everything that was in the refrigerator and the freezer and stuff because I don't know if we lost power and I don't know how long it was for. So anyways, point is, I've been back for a week and been super, super, super busy, and I haven't had a chance to do any voiceovers. I haven't had a chance to answer any comments, and I really apologize for that. So right here, that is how the pictures are going to end up going. Right now I'm focusing on this cluster over in the bottom right, and I'm trying to put a little bit of orange and one of those green ferns, blue. I want to get all those colors down there in that bottom right cluster, and I do end up doing it. So I do ink all those edges with that tea rose ink as well. I am going to, oh, that right there, that tag. I did not show it. This is a piece of pattern paper from that same collection. I pulled out a Tim Holtz die, and I pulled out my Big Shot and cut a tag off of this little bamboo type paper, and that is where I'm going to write my journaling. Those flowers are flowers that I had fussy cut out of one of the papers. That is where my journaling is going to go. And that camera was a fussy cut camera as well. So I am going to, here in a minute, show you some thickers that I'm going to be using. I am going to pull out Dylusions ink in squeezed orange, and I don't show it because it's very time consuming and boring, but I do color some of the thickers with that ink. I put a layer of gesso down, and then I put the acrylic ink on top, and it takes several coats. There's a Dear Lizzie, there's the paint. That green thicker, it stays green, but I don't know what it's called. I purchased that in a D-stash. It did not come in a package. So right here is where I had colored the love. I had put, it was originally black. I put a layer of gesso, and then I covered it with the squeezed orange Dylusions paint and this air. Now the eye looks kind of funny because the eye was a capital I. It looked like it was the same height as the A and the R. However, I had colored them and I laid it on a paper plate, and when I pulled it up, it ripped. So I just made it into a lowercase r with a little tiny dot for the top. And that's how it ended up being. Right there I put down a sticker. It says, "Here we go." And I'm playing with this pink sticker to put on that tag. And that says, "My heart is so happy." It was a little too long for me. It hung over the side and I didn't care for that. So I'm going to pull it back up and trim it. Because if I pushed it in too far, the wing of the airplane covered up the "my." And I didn't care for that. So I go ahead and just make it into a way that will work for me. I do like that sticker, the "Here we go" with the airplane. I think that's quite cute. And obviously we're on the airplane. My title is, as you can see, "Love is in the Air," and I know that is so corny. I almost wanted to vomit in my own mouth when I put that down there, but it was so corny, and it's funny to me because that is just funny. So I'm going to go ahead and use these Nouveau Crystal drops in Ripened Pumpkin and in White, and I put those around the page. At the top right hand of this page, above the tag, I do end up messing up one of those drops, and I will go back and try and fix it. It kind of works. Okay, so right here you can see in that bottom square there is no pink, so I needed to bring some pink down there. So I put one of those little fussy cut flowers under the bottom loop, or the bottom leg of that L, and I do stick this other one under that sticker. And actually what I stuck under the sticker, that wasn't fussy cut, that's actually another sticker under the sticker. So, because I needed some more pink down there. Right here I am putting some crochet thread through that tag, and after I do that and fix that drop that I messed up, I don't do anything else to the layout. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.